The Springboks are once again preparing for another important chapter in their journey, but this time the focus is not only on winning matches. It is also about building combinations, creating depth, and identifying the next generation of stars who could carry South African rugby into the future. As South Africa gears up for its clash against the Barbarians, head coach Rassie Erasmus has once again become the center of attention, not only because of his team selection but also because of the humorous comments he made during a media briefing. The experienced coach, known for his tactical brilliance and unique personality, revealed that there was a very special reason why one young player had been selected. While many supporters expected serious answers about form, strategy, and squad development, Rassie Erasmus instead delivered a joke that immediately grabbed headlines across the rugby world. The player in question was hooker Andre-Hugo Venter, one of the rising talents in South African rugby. What makes the situation particularly interesting is that Andre-Hugo Venter is in a relationship with Rassie Erasmus' daughter, Nche. When discussing his selection choices, the Springboks coach jokingly said that if he did not give the young hooker an opportunity, his girlfriend would be very upset with him. The remark generated laughter among journalists, but behind the joke was a serious rugby message. Rassie Erasmus explained that the Barbarians fixture was never intended to be just another match. Instead, it serves as an important opportunity to bring players together, evaluate combinations, and provide valuable game time to individuals who have not featured regularly in recent months. South Africa enters the match with a blend of proven international stars and exciting newcomers. In the starting lineup, several established names continue to provide leadership and experience. Speedster Cheslin Kolbe remains one of the most dangerous attacking players in world rugby. His ability to create opportunities from seemingly impossible situations makes him a constant threat whenever he touches the ball. Alongside him is the reliable JJ Kriel, whose consistency and leadership have become increasingly important within the Springbok environment. The experienced center has evolved into one of the most dependable figures in South African rugby and continues to set standards both on and off the field. The forward pack also contains several battle-hardened veterans. Pieter-Steph du Toit, a former World Rugby Player of the Year, brings unmatched work rate and physicality. Every time he steps onto the field, he sets an example through relentless effort and commitment. His influence extends beyond statistics because his presence inspires teammates to elevate their own performances. Captain Nche Kolisi remains the emotional heartbeat of the team. Since leading South Africa to multiple Rugby World Cup triumphs, he has become one of the most respected figures in global rugby. His leadership, determination, and ability to unite players from different backgrounds continue to be invaluable assets for the Springboks. In the front row, Nche provides experience and power. Widely regarded as one of the strongest scrummagers in international rugby, he has become a cornerstone of South Africa's forward dominance. His inclusion ensures stability in a pack that otherwise features some relatively inexperienced faces. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of the selection is found within the front five. While experienced campaigners like Nche and Franco Mostert are present, there are also opportunities for newcomers eager to prove themselves on the international stage. One of those players is Riley Norton, an uncapped prospect who has generated considerable excitement among coaches and supporters alike. The young forward now finds himself on the verge of a major breakthrough. A strong performance against the Barbarians could potentially open the door to future test opportunities. Similarly, Carlu Sadie has earned a chance to showcase his abilities at the highest level. The powerful prop has impressed through domestic performances and now receives an opportunity to demonstrate that he can handle the intensity and pressure associated with Springbok rugby. During his media conference, Rassie Erasmus explained the philosophy behind these selections. According to the coach, the Barbarians match exists for a specific purpose. It allows players who have spent time away from the national setup to reconnect with teammates and regain familiarity with systems and structures. He pointed out that South Africa faces England only 2 weeks later. Because of that challenge, it becomes essential to ensure that players are match-ready and comfortable playing together again. Building chemistry is often just as important as individual talent, especially in international rugby where margins between victory and defeat are incredibly small. The coach also highlighted the strength of South Africa's hooker resources. Veteran star Malcolm Marx remains fully fit and available for selection. According to Rassie Erasmus, Malcolm Marx could easily have played this weekend if required. However, the Springboks are fortunate to possess significant depth in the position. Johan Grobler is expected to return, while Jan-Hendrik Wessels offers additional versatility. Another intriguing option is Marco van Staden, who can also provide cover at hooker when necessary. With these players becoming available, South Africa suddenly has multiple high-quality choices. Nevertheless, Rassie Erasmus believes it is equally important to evaluate emerging talents who may one day become long-term contributors to the national team. That is where Andre-Hugo Venter and JJ Kotze enter the picture. The coach joked that if JJ Kotze was not selected, his father would be disappointed. Then came the comment that captured attention across rugby media. If Andre-Hugo Venter did not receive an opportunity, his girlfriend would supposedly be extremely upset. The room erupted in laughter, but the underlying message remained clear. The Springboks are actively investing in the future. Rather than relying exclusively on established stars, the coaching staff is creating opportunities for younger players to experience the demands of elite rugby. This strategy has been one of the defining characteristics of Rassie Erasmus' tenure. While he values experience, he also understands that sustainable success requires constant renewal. The teams that dominate world rugby are usually those capable of replacing veterans with equally talented newcomers. South Africa's recent success has largely been built on squad depth. During major tournaments, injuries are inevitable. Having multiple players capable of performing at an international level allows the Springboks to remain competitive regardless of circumstances. At the same time that the Springbok squad was announced, South African rugby officials also revealed an Nche, a team that would face Zimbabwe. This additional fixture serves a similar purpose by exposing promising players to higher levels of competition. One of the most interesting selections in that squad was Lukanyo Am. Unlike many of the younger backs around him, Lukanyo Am is already a proven international performer with extensive experience in Test rugby. His inclusion immediately attracted attention because many observers expected the squad to consist almost entirely of younger prospects. For Rassie Erasmus, however, the decision made perfect sense. Having an experienced figure like Lukanyo Am among a youthful backline provides guidance and stability. Young players can learn valuable lessons simply by training and competing alongside someone of his caliber. Throughout his career, Lukanyo Am has been admired for his rugby intelligence, defensive awareness, and ability to create opportunities for teammates. His understanding of the game often allows him to influence matches without needing to dominate possession. The presence of players such as Lukanyo Am also reinforces the broader vision being implemented by Rassie Erasmus and his coaching staff. The objective is not merely to win the next game. Instead, it is to ensure that South African rugby remains strong for years to come. As the countdown to the Barbarians clash continues, excitement among supporters continues to grow. Fans are eager to see how newcomers like Riley Norton, Carlu Sadie, Andre-Hugo Venter, and JJ Kotze respond when given their opportunities. At the same time, they know that established stars such as Kolisi, Pieter-Steph du Toit, Cheslin Kolbe, Kriel, Nche, and Franco Mostert will provide the leadership needed to guide the team. The match itself may not carry the significance of a Rugby World Cup final, but within the Springbok camp it represents something equally important. It is a chance to evaluate talent, strengthen combinations, and prepare for the demanding international fixtures that lie ahead. Most importantly, it offers another glimpse into the future of South African rugby under the guidance of Rassie Erasmus, a coach who continues to balance serious ambition with a sense of humor that keeps everyone talking.